Welcome to Eat, Sleep, Dream English. Today we're looking at 6 English mistakes that Donald Trump has made, and I need you guys to help me correct them.
I went to an Ivy League school. I'm very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words.
So Donald Trump knows words. Let's find out. Okay, before we get to number 1, I just want to make sure that you guys know that I'm not making fun of Donald Trump. I'm simply here to show you that even native English speakers make English mistakes too. And so it's okay for you to do so when you are speaking English. Alright, so with that said, let's get to number 1. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds to have a look at this first tweet, find the mistake, and we'll look at it afterwards. Okay, did you see the mistake? Okay, the mistake here is on there. He says they're always playing politics. There, well, it's the wrong there, isn't it? What are we talking about here? We're talking about the haters and the fools out there. Now, what he really wanted to say was they are. Yeah? Now these are homophones. These sound the same when we say them, but they're spelled differently. And of course they have different meanings as well. So it's not there, it should be they are always playing politics. They are. So when we contract they are, it sounds like there, which is the same sound as there. So we've got they are is there. We've got there for position. Where's your house? Oh, it's over there. And then we have the third there, which is for possession. Whose house is it? It's their house. So they are there for position and place, and there for possession. And what we find here is actually there are quite a few examples of mistakes that Donald Trump has made with homophones. Let's look at another one. Okay, did you find it? It was on council. Now the way he's used it is with a C, and that meaning is usually a body of people that are elected to give advice or to manage something. So a town council could be the people in the town who manage and run the town's affairs. What he really wanted to use was counsel with an S, which is an attorney or a barrister. A special counsel is the highest level barrister that advises the president on legal issues. Now I think this particular tweet was about Robert Mueller and his investigation. So he used the C, but really he wanted to use the S. Now this is a common mistake that we might make, is when we are using written English, we might use the wrong spelling of a word that sounds the same as the one we want. These are called homophones. So homophones, words that sound the same but are spelled differently and have different meanings. So council is one of them. We just looked at another one, which was there. There are so many examples of this. Won, for example, won, W-O-N, which means to win something. We won in the past. And 1-O-N-E is the number. It's quite common to make a silly mistake like this when you're writing. Maybe you're not really thinking and you put the wrong word in, and it's obviously has a different meaning. But in your head, the sound is the same, so you type it out. So when you're speaking English, obviously context will tell you what word is actually being used. So for example, I don't know the score. I don't know the score. Well, you can use the context there to tell you that it's K-N-O-W, to have the knowledge, rather than know is in the negative. Yeah, you can use the context to help you out. Yeah, not a huge mistake, but if you're the President of the United States, you might want to get that correct. Okay, let's get to some pronunciation of Donald J. Trump.
Look at what happened in the 1990s. Our embassies in Kenya and Tanzania.
Tanzania? Where is Tanzania? So what has happened here? Donald Trump has put the stress on the wrong syllable. So instead of saying Tanzania, he meant to say Tanzania. Put the stress on the last syllable. And that is a country in Africa, right? Tanzania is a country we all know, not Tanzania, which sounds like Transylvania. Now stress is really important, and it does play an important part in the meaning of words. There are some words which change meaning depending on where we stress the words. So for example, perfect, okay? So I said perfect as the adjective, the stress is on the first syllable. That means that it's without mistake, right? It's flawless. So that was the perfect sunset. That was the perfect sunset. The sunset was flawless, it was amazing. Now, if I shift the stress to the second syllable, perfect, it now becomes a verb, and it means to make something perfect, to make something without flaws, any mistakes. I need to perfect my Japanese. Means I need to make my Japanese absolutely perfect. So as you can see, shifting the stress from one syllable to another can change the meaning. And so from Tanzania to Tanzania, it goes from a fantasy country to a real country.
Look at what happened in the 1990s. Our embassies in Kenya and Tanzania.
Okay, let's get to number 4. See if you can find the mistake here.
And I hope that this investigation now, which is finished, it's totally finished. No collusion, no obstruction. I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation.
All right, what was the word that he really wanted? He said oranges. He really wanted origins. Oranges, origins. Not too far away.
I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges. I know words. I have the best words. They sacrifice every day for the furniture and future of their children.
Okay, so he said furniture and future. Now, this mistake, I believe, was because of the teleprompter. He has a teleprompter telling him what to say. He misread the word future for furniture, but then he kind of styled it out, right? He said furniture and future, as if that was the plan. That's what he wanted to say. And they sound kind of similar, furniture and future, kind of alliterative almost. So yeah, I think he did quite a good job there, in fairness, to make that mistake seem not so bad. All right, let's get to the last one. Okay, do you see where it was? Shady. Okay, so first of all, shady is an adjective. It doesn't need to have that capital S. We don't capitalize adjectives, so don't need that. Secondly, the E. No need for the E, right? We take away the E. So when we have a noun that ends in an E, then we turn it into an adjective. We take that E away and we put in the Y. So shade turns to shady. Noise turns to noisy. Juice turns to juicy. Ice turns to icy. You get the idea, right? So, just a small spelling mistake. Take the E away, throw in the Y, you've got yourself your adjective. Now, he also capitalizes leak and lie. They are verbs. Verbs don't take capital letters. So, it should be leak with a small L, lie with a small L as well. I hope this shows you that it doesn't matter who you are, even if you're the President of the United States of America, you can still make mistakes in English, and therefore you shouldn't be shy or embarrassed about your mistakes. Embrace them, use them as a platform for learning, and then next time you can improve your English. If you would like me to analyze someone else's English mistakes, then let me know. Who would you like me to do next? It could be a famous actor, could be a sports star, could be a singer, could be another politician. You let me know, and I will make that video. Thank you so much again for watching. This is Tom, the Chief Dreamer, saying goodbye.